time now where I worry about what's going on in our country. I mean, you take a young gal in Kentucky, Kim Davis, put in jail for standing up for her God-given rights. See, this was not this is not a law. This was a judicial decree that was unconstitutional. Judge Scalia and Thomas and Judge Alito or Roberts made it very clear that this was judicial tyranny and robbed the states of their constitutional right, and robbed them of the function of government or the proper role of our courts. It's a dangerous time. We don't live in a judocracy. We live in a republic. The limits on government are clear. What the courts are doing today, decision after decision after decision, are in violation of that Constitution. And yet we tolerate it. We elect a Congress. They begged us, give us a chance, we'll fix things. We increased the numbers in the House. We turned the Senate back over to them. And again, broken hearts. And I used to have a radio show, and I loved doing it. Shane had a radio show, and I was on his a couple of times too. And it's a great forum. But I used to spend a lot of time in that radio show trying to educate folks on just judocracy that we tend to live in. One of the greatest threats to this republic today is the out-of-control courts. But folks, you have the ability to fix those through Congress. They have neglected their duties. It's nothing less than malfeasance of office to allow the courts to usurp authority they don't have, to legislate from the bench, to offer opinion, like Thomas Jefferson said, they have the right to have an opinion but no will. They cannot exercise their will from that bench just because they have an opinion. Almost all the latest decisions don't have to do with the law. They don't cite the constitutional law. They cite social reform, cultural reforms, tradition. Things have no place in the rule of law. And we've had some major challenges, needless to say, but Article 3 of the United States Constitution, coupled with Article 1, Section 8, Congress has complete control over the appellate courts. Now, here's what happens in general. The left is very good and they're well-funded. They're very good and they're well-funded, but they love to go to the court for decisions because they know the liberal appellate court system will render bad decisions. The Ninth Circuit Court, out of control, the most overturned court in the nation, and that's only because of the few that the Supreme Court takes. Most of those decisions are never taken at the Supreme Court, and so they know that. So then a bad decision will stand because the Supreme Court won't take it. They can't take everything comes at them. And so they stand. They know that. They're very clever and strategic in what they do. It's got to stop, though. The Congress can fix the appellate court system. They can set their jurisdictional limits. They can remove them from office through the impeachment process. Well, they can in the U.S. Supreme Court, too, if they would. But they sit idly by and watch them destroy this nation in the separation of powers. Shameful. It's absolutely shameful that we allow that to go on. And again, they want us to put him back in office. They were going to eliminate Obamacare. They were going to stop Common Core. They were going to stop his unconstitutional executive orders for amnesty, direct violation of law. And then you go, and I can go through the whole list. I mean, folks, you got court after court after court doing this.